Hey guys, welcome back to My Full House. Today I'm going to be doing some army cooking. So far I've got my chili done and now I'm moving on to my taco meat. I'm going to be doing 6 pounds of taco meat. I'm going to separate it into the different meals and then I'm going to freeze it for when my husband has his surgery. Stay tuned for that. Here we go. Let's start cooking. Okay, so right now while these two defrost, I'm gonna go ahead and add my 4 pounds of ground beef. And I'm not gonna start browning it until this is done, that way it doesn't cook unevenly. So my meat is done, 6 pounds of ground beef, and I went ahead and drained it, all the grease, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add some water and my seasoning. I have a few different seasonings I'm gonna be using in the taco meat. I have these that I've got from Aldi's, and then I have one that needs to be finished up as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those and let it simmer just for a little bit and then let it cool off and start bagging it. Tonight I'm also going to go ahead and make some pancakes and my egg bites, and I'm going to freeze those as well. So it is all the way cooked. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and let it sit on the back burner uncovered so it can hopefully cool off soon, and then I'm going to go ahead and start bagging it. We got 8.5 meals in my freezer so far. Like I said, we're going to finish up this taco meat, and then tonight when the kids go to bed, I'm going to also go ahead and start making up some pancakes to freeze and some egg bites. So my taco meat is officially done cooling off. I'm going to stir it up, and then I'm going to start bagging it for my freezer. You want to make sure that you get all the air out. Okay, and right now I'm just writing on the bag with a Sharpie to label it taco meat and the date, so that way I know exactly what's inside and when I placed it into my freezer. Okay, so I have one more meal. I just realized when I went to put everything out in the freezer, I have this and I need to use it probably within the next month or two, but I'm gonna go ahead and pre-make it now. So I have cheese raviolis, my tomato sauce, which is, for spaghetti, tomatoes diced, and home-style turkey meatballs. So I'm gonna go ahead and add all of these ingredients into my bag and put 1 tablespoon of garlic. Now the idea of all of this is just to make your life as simple as possible. When scenarios do take place in your life and you can't control them, well, you'll have some meals on hand. We don't have extra hands or help, I should say, from anyone else, so we do pretty much everything on our own, which is fine. It's our family. So we're just preparing in case for some reason something else does go wrong. In Jesus' name it doesn't, but that way we are prepared for our large family. So I'm going to go ahead and add the tomato sauce. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you really quickly how they turned out. So when I made my chili, it was like all wiggly and everything. Now it's nice and solid. I laid it flat to freeze, and now the next day I'm going to go ahead and set it upright in my bigger freezer in my garage. So that way it's going to look something like this and not take up as much space, and I can get quite a few meals into that freezer. So this is 4.5 meals that will be going into my deep freezer in my garage of chili.
Okay guys, so far what I've done, I still have stuff in my freezer I'm going to give you guys a look at later. But so far I've done, these are egg whites. All I did was put my egg whites, if you're familiar with my Costco haul, I used those egg white cartons, and all I did was add some garlic and parsley, and then when it was all done I sprinkled just a little bit of cheese on top. So these are just egg whites. Over here I have more egg whites. But these ones, oh wait, no, these aren't the egg whites. I'm sorry, these are the egg whites. And then these ones are whole eggs. So all I did for my husband and I, our kids normally like the egg whites. We like the ones that have the yolk in it as well. So all I did was crack an egg in my muffin pan and then add the same stuff. These ones over here are the egg whites with just garlic and cheese. Over here I made up some pancakes. I'm going to be doing a lot more pancakes tomorrow, but that was just a good little start. Over here I have my spaghetti. These ones I've already wrapped. They are spaghetti as well. I went ahead and I wrote on them as well, spaghetti, September 12th, 2021. So on the bottom I placed the sauce first, and then I put noodles, and then I put diced tomatoes in a can, and then I added 26 meatballs, and I also have ground beef in here, and then I added another can of sauce on top. And then I'll go ahead and wrap this with tin foil and then saran wrap and label both of them. Now over here I made up some more taco meat with beef. And so we have 2 more taco meals for a freezer. And then over here, I had some leftover noodles and I had some Alfredo sauce downstairs. So what I'll do the day of when we cook this up, I'll just put some chicken breast in our air fryer and we'll have chicken Alfredo for dinner and probably have like broccoli as a side. So there you guys have it. This is another freezer meal to add to my freezer. And then down below, I just want to show you a little bit of what I use to store my freezer meals in. These are just from Costco. They sell them in a big bunch. And I store more of like meals in here rather than like single items. And then I'll just go ahead and wrap it in tin foil and then saran wrap it and label it with my marker. And then for the other ones, all I did was use these freezer baggies. Once again, I got them at Costco, but very simple, guys. So you could do this too.